Paul said, though I or an angel from heaven preach any other gospel unto you than that which we have preached, let him be accursed. Okay, for 2,000 years we've gone, okay, that's just an illustration. But what if it's not? What if you and I are going to be facing, within the next months or even years, angelic beings, quote unquote, like Arthur C. Clarke's Childhood's End, who show up and go, listen, you guys have made a mistake.
Wait, you know about Childhood's End? Nobody knows about Childhood's End.
Oh, it's a great book. Every Christian should read it. Every Christian should read it. So they could show up and say, you guys have misunderstood the gospel. We're all Christs, all Buddhas, all Muhammads. We're all that. And so now a Christian is really going to have to determine, though I or an angel from heaven preach any other gospel. And so it's going to be a real challenge, because I think we've taken that hyperbolic rather than true. And I do believe that that's the next thing you're going to see. You're going to see angelic incursion. It's going to look very much like Childhood's End, maybe even The Day the Earth Stood Still. I think that pre-programming we're conditioned for that. Jacques Vallée talked about that in Messengers of Deception, a profound book. So yeah, I think that's where we're headed. And most modern mainstream Christians are not prepared for what's coming.
Why is it that so many Christians have struggled with this area? I mean, the passage you just brought up, where it specifically talks about angels bringing a false doctrine. You know, we tend to accept this when we look at, like, Islam, for example, and Muhammad, who was visited by an angel. This is where he got this deceptive, I don't even want to call it a religion, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
But we accept that, and yet we don't accept the fact that we might still be dealing with angelic, fallen angels that are bringing doctrines to us or wrong teachings. Why can't we accept that as Christians?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing that happened with Moroni and Joseph Smith.
Sure.
I think ultimately it falls at the feet of pastors, and one of the reasons why is because pastors have become reactive to the acute needs of the people and not proactive to the chronic needs. And what I mean by that is a couple walks in, they go, hey, I'm having a problem with my marriage, and so the pastor spends the next 26 weeks preaching on marriage, teaching on marriage, which is good. We need that. The problem is that by definition, Christianity is transcendent. You have and I'm not trying to be irreverent to the Lord at all, but you have a being who came from heaven and ascended back to heaven. And so by very definition, it is transcendent, and we've lost that transcendence. We've taught people how to live this life to a certain degree, but we have robbed Christianity of its spiritual, non-material, eternal nature.